Oh, 1, 2, 3 in the place to be. It should play your partners from the bottom of the map.
From the bottom of the map.
This
Hey,
dog is real.
Hayes. And you know what it is.
You know what it is. We about to get into it this week. What were we in? Week 8?
Week 8, boy. Don't
Week
be late.
College football. Hey, we finna jump right into it. Big games this weekend. We got Penn State at Ohio State. What you call? What you got there, player?
A big game might be the game of the week right here. This right here is a de facto playoff game. So we know Ohio State ain't really been strong in that game. They done won, but at the same time, they undefeated. Penn State ain't played nobody, but I'm talking about, boy, they've been whooping ass, taking names. We talking about, boy, them boys been just, you know what I'm saying, beating you to submission, don't want to throw the ball. We only going to throw the ball 15 times. We going to run all over you, and we going to stop you. So what's going to happen? Everybody want to know that. I don't necessarily have a prediction. Follow me on my prediction video, but I feel like every year Penn State's supposed to be good, and we're probably not very big believers in them, but I don't know. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, Ohio State is a bit of like a little bit of an Achilles heel, a wounded animal. We know that their quarterback last year is in the NFL now. So I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to give a prediction, but I feel like this is the opportunity right here for Penn State to show us that they real and that, you know, Michigan is really going to have some competition. So, you know what I'm saying? Those are my thoughts on that.
Upset alert, upset alert, upset alert. Washington State at Oregon.
Um, I don't feel like it's to be an upset, but I feel like Washington may want this game a little bit more than Oregon. I feel like them boys just got their ass drugged through the ground, picked back up, thrown back down, because I wasn't even expecting that. But we like Jed Fish over here. You feel me? Jed Fish, ex-UM coach. So we knew that he's, you know, well-coached teams. A lot of teams are better than the record. Some are not as good as their record. Oregon lost a heartbreaker, but they only got one loss. They still in the thick of it. So while I don't think they're going to lose, I do feel like Washington State may be able to keep this close, but I don't know. That was a really bad beatdown right here. But I still feel like Washington team is well coached, and I know that they're not going to want to get their ass whooped like that again. So look for them to at least bounce back from that performance. But Oregon is like, look, I don't think that they're going to take their foot off the pedal, and they know they lost a heartbreaker, so they still going to come out strong. But this is a look ahead spot because they got some other tougher games coming up.
Get back game. Get back game. This is the game where Tennessee put themselves back on the map last year when they went and gave Nick Saban a good old-fashioned ass whipping. But we know Nick Saban don't take 2 losses in a row like that. So we got Tennessee at Alabama.
Yes, lying if you don't think that Nick Saban don't have this shit circled on his motherfucking calendar. Yo, I don't watch some videos on YouTube where he'll be in his office talking, and I feel like I done seen a circle. I done seen some shit with Tennessee. So this is like how when Tennessee played South Carolina, and we, you know, I was actually wrong about that game because I was like, oh, but they offense, this and this and that. Man, Tennessee came out there and beat the shit out of goddamn South Carolina. I feel like Alabama, they want get back, but they're evenly matched. And I'm gonna talk about this tomorrow on my Pick'em video. Tennessee is not a passing team. They're a running team. They're a defense team. So that's funny because we're not used to see that. I've heard the expression, this ain't me, my motherfucking Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? They actually playing some defense. Well, we know that Alabama is outside of, you know what I'm saying, 30 yards, they're not very accurate. So what we do know is that Alabama just be finding ways to win. A lot of people was disappointed that Arkansas kept it close. But look, this is the team Alabama is. Alabama finna play defense. They're going to try to run the ball. When that don't work, they're going to try to run the ball again. When that don't work, they're going to try to run the ball again. They're going to get the ball. They're going to try to run the ball again. Then they're going to try to beam your ass for 30, you know what I'm saying, pretty much for 30 yards. And they're pretty accurate on that shit. So this really what's going to happen. I felt like Alabama finds a way to win this game just because they fucking want it more. But, man, Josh Heupel is a great fucking coach. Heupel, I be butchering that boy name. Dog, he's a good-ass coach. He's sneakily good. I feel like Tennessee ain't going to lie down. They're not going to lie down just because they only have, what, one loss too? Yeah, they only got one loss. I believe they only have one loss. So I feel like right here, this is going to be a good little matchup. Alabama got one loss, but I think Alabama wins this game. But this is going to be a good game. And Alabama playing at home? Oh, yeah, Alabama wins this game. They find a way to win this game.
Hey, they trying to get their lick back. They're trying to get their lick back because them boys got their ass whipped last year.
Alabama going to play them. They're going to come out hard.
Your boy, you still on the lane train. and they quietly hanging around. I don't know how, but they're hanging around. You got Ole Miss at Auburn, good old fashioned SEC clash.
Man, it's something about Hugh Freeze. Hugh Freeze kept it tough with Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Kept it real tough with Georgia. Um, but Lane is the man, man. Lane won, man. Lane won, and excited. He had one of the most exciting motherfucking victories against LSU, and LSU asking scope. So I really feel like Lane wins this one, but Oregon, man. I mean, but Auburn. Auburn is like I said, they sneaky. They not good this year, but we know they're gonna be good next year. I think Auburn runs the ball. I think Auburn is able to run the ball, and I feel like Auburn scores. But I don't know how close this is gonna be. But SEC matchups are not usually blowouts. Once again, you know. So as a fact, Ole Miss only got one motherfucking loss too.
Only one
So I
loss.
feel like they figure out a way to win this game as well. But I feel like Hugh Freeze keeps this a little bit closer. This ain't no blowout. This ain't no LSU. But I feel like Lane can win by 14 points. But it just with him, like you said, you just don't know. As you really come to play, are they gonna get up or are they gonna go to sleep? So that part I don't know.
All right,
What you got next for me?
next up, we're gonna see what them boys at Tallahassee talking about. Them boys for real or not? We got Duke, Florida State.
Duke, Florida State, man. I need to see what this line is at. Um, This going to be a good test for Florida State. Now, Duke's quarterback, I don't believe, is playing in this game. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's going to be the equalizer right there. I don't really know too much about their backup. I know they did win the last game, but anytime you ain't got your starters, it get a little harder. So it's just one of them things where it's like, look, Florida State ain't trying to lose right now. But Duke has every reason to want to get the fuck up. And I do feel like they're a defense-oriented team. So I'm gonna definitely, this game gonna be on my little pick'em channel tomorrow. I feel like Duke wants to slow this game down. They want to make sure their defense is gonna be their strong point, and they're like, I want to stop you and figure out a way. Florida State is like, look, I'm gonna put them receivers out there in coverage, and so while I really am gonna be rooting for Duke, I think Florida State just got too much right now. I think right now they so close they could taste it. Florida State, like, look, man, fuck all that. We win the championship this year. So I do think that they're going to find a way to beat Duke, but I feel like this should be a good ACC matchup. This is probably one of their last hard tests because we already know they're going to run through Miami like that.
All right, last game we got here, Utah USC. Should be a
Utah
slugfest.
USC, Slugfest USA. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I think it's the boy Caleb, right? The boy
Yep.
Caleb. Yeah, I feel like it's a bounce back game for him. I feel like at the end of the day, Utah gonna play stout defense, but I don't think that you're gonna stop. USC can't be stopped. USC got to stop themselves. Even against Notre Dame, they threw 3 picks. When have you ever heard that? So that was one of the games. You know, what I'm saying it was in my pick'em last weekend. You know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. You have 3 turnovers and you doom yourself. Utah's gonna want to slow it down, but without no Cam Rising, Utah just ain't finna beat them boys. I like USC to go ahead and make them pay for that Notre Dame mistake. And I like USC a lot. But it's gonna be a good game because Utah play everybody good. That one thing I say about them boys play everybody good. Everybody.
Well, man, make sure you tune in for the actual pick video where we break down, we get a little bit into the mix of the pitch. We get into these, the over unders, you get into these spreads, and Ike Hayes gonna make sure that you get you've been needing a new pair of shoes. You trying to put some candy paint on that old dunk you've been messing with. So Ike Hayes gonna help you get there.
Hey, I'm gonna find a way. You just gotta trust in the process, baby, like Nick Saban say. At the end of the day, just tune in. All right.
Just
Don't
tune
meet
in.
us, beat us there.
Real quick, want to show some love to the HBCUs. I'm gonna run off a quick couple of games that are going on this weekend. That follow your favorite HBCU, your MEAC, your SWAC, your CIA football, and get some good games going down this weekend. We got South Carolina State at Delaware State. We got Norfolk State at Howard. We got Richmond at North Carolina A&T. A big game. Delaware at Hampton. We got Lincoln at Tennessee State.
Mm.
Alcorn State at Arkansas Pine Bluff, Southern at Bethune Cookman. That should be a good game. Jackson State at Mississippi Valley State. And last but not least, one of the games I want to shout out is FAMU at Texas Southern. FAMU is still trying to keep themselves in the mix. But a lot of
That's
good
the
games.
homecoming game right there. No. That next week is the homecoming game. Okay.
Yeah, but a lot of good games going down. So, showing love to the HBCUs. Check out your HBCU football. But once again, this is your player partners for the bottom of the map.
From the bottom of the map.
Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment. And until next time, we gone.
We gone.